Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Soul Bloom, a sacred space for healing, growth, and transformation. I'm Charisma Adams, your guide on this journey of reconnecting with your true self. For a long time, I didn't think I had any childhood wounds. I was raised by my grandparents, two of the most loving, kind, and stable souls I've ever known. They gave me everything: unconditional love, safety, and warmth. So naturally, I believed I was whole, untouched, and unscarred. But here's the thing about childhood wounds, especially the invisible ones. They don't always come from people who hurt us directly. Sometimes they come from the moment that was never addressed, never explained, the moment we quietly tucked away in our hearts because no one taught us how to make sense of them. And sometimes they shape us in ways we don't even notice until one day we realize we are living life with walls around our hearts. I used to sabotage my own relationships. Whenever things started to feel too good, I would pull away. I would build emotional walls. I would retreat into logic and tell myself I was just protecting my peace. But deep down, I was terrified. Terrified that if I let love in, I would lose it, just like my parents did. You see, my parents divorced when I was little, and while no one said anything harmful to me, while no fingers were pointed or voices raised in my presence, my inner child still made sense of that experience. She told herself a story quietly, silently, that love doesn't last, that closeness equals danger, that commitment leads to pain. And those silent beliefs, they became the lens through which I saw every relationship. Every what if felt like a threat. I had a beautiful example of marriage through my grandparents, but my subconscious was still holding on to a different narrative, one written by fear. These are what I call invisible childhood wounds. They're not loud. They're not always painful in the traditional sense, but they linger like background noise in your soul, and they can affect everything: how you love, how you trust, how you show up in the world. They come from experiences like a parent leaving or being emotionally unavailable, being compared to siblings or others constantly, being praised only for performances, not for being yourself. Feeling like you had to grow up too quickly, or not being allowed to express emotions freely, and being surrounded by instability, even if it wasn't directed at you. These experiences may not leave visible scars, but they leave internal blueprint scripts we unknowingly follow as adults. Here's the truth: just because a wound is invisible doesn't mean it's harmless. Like a silent illness, it can impact your identity, your patterns, your decisions, until one day you realize you're not living as your true self. You're living as a version of you that survived. But here's the good news: we can heal, we can rewrite the script, and start by asking the deeper questions. Why do I react this way? Where did this belief about love or success or trust come from? Is this really who I am or who I became to stay safe? Self-reflection is like turning a light on in a room you've kept dark for years. It's scary at first, disorienting even, but slowly the truth becomes clearer and the truth becomes freedom. Maybe you're like me, maybe your wounds are quiet, maybe no one ever hurt you directly, but something still shifted inside of you along the way. I want you to know that doesn't make you broken, it makes you human. It makes you whole, and it means you have the power to transform. Healing your inner child is not about blaming the past, it's about freeing your future. It's about looking at the part of you that have been hiding and finally saying, I see you, I hear you, you're safe now. So, if you're ready, really ready to step into your healing journey, start with where you are. No mask, no perfection, just presence. Together, let's do the work. Let's look at our scars not as marks of shame, but as symbols of resilience, as reminders of everything we walked through and everything we are becoming. There is a new world waiting for you, one beyond fear, beyond survival, one where you bloom into your highest, truest self. You're not alone in this journey. I'm walking it too. Let's heal. Let's rise. Let's bloom.